This is the story of how you become the most wanted man in the West, worth $10,000, dead or alive, without committing a single crime. It starts, like all great tragedies, with a horse being friendly. Arizona, 1875. You step off the stagecoach with one suitcase, $3, and a plan. New life, honest work, zero trouble. The universe hears the word plan and starts stretching. The town has a saloon, a bank, a jail, and 4 residents per square meter of gossip. Information here travels faster than the telegraph. It's called the Widow Jenkins. You get a job sweeping the saloon. It pays little, but it's honest. You sweep like a man apologizing to the floor. The barman says you're the best sweeper this town has ever seen. The bar was low. Quick question, and it's today's whole theme. If an entire town decides you are something you're not, how long can you keep correcting them? Think about it. Your answer sets your price. And write down the golden rule of the West, free of charge. Out here, the story is worth more than the facts. Always has been. Hold on to that. It's going to cost you. In both directions. Then you meet the problem. He has 4 legs, a messy mane, and the most loving eyes in the territory. The blacksmith's horse. And you make the mistake of your life. You give him an apple. That's it. In his head, you're family now. He whinnies when you walk by. His eyes follow you around like a sunflower follows the sun. The blacksmith thinks it's adorable. For now. On Friday, the barman sends you to deliver a package to the neighboring ranch. 3 hours down the road. You set off on foot, whistling, happy. Guess who decides that family doesn't skip a road trip? The horse catches up with you half a mile out. You tell him to go home. He hears, "Let's play." You walk, he walks. You stop, he stops. To any witness 100 meters away, a man leading a horse that isn't his. The blacksmith notices the horse is gone at 5. The widow Jenkins cross-references the data by 5:30. By 6, the town has reached a consensus. The new sweeper is a horse thief. You're 3 hours away, not knowing you're already an outlaw. In the West, horse theft is a serious crime. Serious as in rope. A horse was worth more than a month of wages. And your entire defense file reads, "Arrived last week, origin unknown." You come back on Saturday, returning the horse, proud of your good deed. The entire town is waiting on Main Street. You wave. Nobody waves back. The explanation almost works. The blacksmith sees the way the horse looks at you and understands everything. One detail though, the poster has already gone to print, and the printer only prints on Tuesdays. There is no undo button in 1875, and so your first poster is born. Wanted, $5. The sketch doesn't look like you. It looks like an angry potato in a necktie. You laugh. Keep count of how many more times you laugh in this video. The clerk's fine for the horse situation, $12. You have 3. The honest man's solution, a bank loan. Monday, 9 a.m. You're in line, hat in hand. 9/11. 3 men in bandanas walk in, and the most disorganized robbery in the territory begins with the historic phrase, "Everybody on the floor." Except the teller. You lie down like everyone else, model citizen. Except on the way out, one of the robbers trips over you, drops a bag of coins, and you, on pure polite person reflex, help him pick them up. In front of 11 witnesses. The 3 ride off firing into the air. And your horse, waiting for you outside, bolts after their horses, with you hanging onto the rope. To the entire street, the scene is crystal clear. The 4th bandit is getting away. The star witness, Widow Jenkins, gives her statement. "I didn't see his face, but it was him. I recognized the necktie. $50 on your head. The necktie is now criminal evidence." And here's the fact that kills your escape before it starts. The telegraph. The news travels faster than the horse. By the time you reach any town within 200 miles, you've already arrived, in a worse version. So you do the one thing an innocent man should never do. You panic, and you run for the hills. Rule number 2 of the West. Running is a confession. You didn't know that. Now you do. New poster, $50. The artist, inspired, gave you a square jaw and dangerous eyes. You are now officially better looking on paper than in real life. And then, hiding in the hills, you hear footsteps. Many footsteps. Guess who's a fan? It's the gang from the bank. The three bandanas. And they didn't come to silence you. They came to recruit you. The leader, a mustachioed wardrobe named Big Earl, holds up your poster like a holy relic. The Necktie Bandit. You're a legend, partner. See, they think you picked up those coins that day because you were in on the job. Cold as ice, smooth as silk. The story is better than the facts. Remember the golden rule? It just hired you. And you? You look at three armed, excited men offering you a position, and you do what every victim of good manners would do. You say, well, okay. Congratulations. It's your second fatal yes in 2 episodes of life. Your role in the gang firmly negotiated. You don't rob, you don't shoot, you don't hurt anyone. You're the lookout. Who faints? It's not a deal, it's a calling. 4 jobs, 3 faintings. But from a distance, it's another story. 4 riders cutting across the desert at sunset. And the one with the necktie looks like the calmest of them all, because he's unconscious on the horse. Witnesses take note. The leader is pure ice. The dime novels do the rest. 10-cent adventure books, printed by the thousands back east. The Necktie Bandit, the silent genius of the West. Facts verified, 0. Sales, 1 train car per week. A historical detail nobody tells you. Old West outlaws became celebrities while alive. Outlaw fame was a career. People asked for autographs at hangings. The line between wanted and famous was exactly 1 poster thick. Meanwhile, Big Earl starts noticing something. On the posters, your reward climbs faster than his. $500 for your head, $300 for his. He founded the gang. You faint in it. And if there's one thing more dangerous than the law in the West, it's a boss who's jealous of an employee. File Big Earl away on history's shelf. He comes back at the worst possible moment. Meanwhile, guess who became a tourist attraction? By now, every unsolved crime within 600 miles becomes yours. Train robbed in Tucson? Necktie Bandit. Safe missing in Santa Fe? Necktie. Unseasonal rain? They're investigating the necktie. Your official record lists 27 crimes. You were present for 4, unconscious for 3. The mathematics of fame is generous. $5,000. You are now officially worth the same as Jesse James. $5,000 in 1875. For scale, 10 years of a cowboy's wages. There are ranchers who would sell the ranch to turn you in. There are cowboys who'd turn you in for free, just for the dinner story. Enter the Pinkertons, the most feared detective agency in the country, hired by the banks. Actual motto, we never sleep. They have files, methods, disguises. They are 1 step away from figuring everything out. And what do they figure out? That the Necktie Bandit never leaves fingerprints, never appears in photographs, and has never been seen firing a gun. Conclusion from America's finest detectives, the most sophisticated criminal of the age. You fainted through the photographs, people. Tourism discovers you before the law does. Saloons hang signs. The Necktie Bandit drank here. False in 70% of cases. The owner of your old saloon charges 10 cents to show your broom. And before you judge these people, it's 1875. No streaming, no celebrity gossip. The entertainment of the year is a broom in a display case. You, with every option on earth, have watched 10 hours of people opening little boxes. Moving on. The peak. The governor announces a new reward with an official seal. $10,000. Dead or alive. And dead or alive in 1875 is not a figure of speech. It's a payment option. $10,000. 20 years of wages. Your head is now a walking lottery ticket. And lotteries, in the West, attract a very specific kind of professional gambler. Yours arrives on Tuesday, wearing a poncho. The bounty hunter finds you in 2 days. You'd left a trail of apology notes. And he extends the profession's formal invitation. Noon, Main Street. Bring your gun. You don't have a gun, you have a borrowed broom. Fact, the noon duel is basically a myth. Real Old West gunfights were confused ambushes from 10 feet away, in the dark, with everybody missing. But your legend demands theater. The whole town buys tickets, literally. The barman sold window seats. Noon. Silence. A tumbleweed rolls through, because even the desert respects the cliché. His hand drops toward the holster. And your body, loyal to your record, executes the technique that got you this far. It faints. The bullet passes exactly where your hat was. To 200 paying witnesses, you just performed the fastest dodge ever seen in the territory. The bounty hunter stares at his own gun, apologizes, and leaves. Nobody misses a legend twice. And that's when Big Earl, watching from the back row, breaks. 20 years of honest work and crime, and the sweeper gets the glory by fainting. He marches to the sheriff's office and does the most unbelievable thing in the history of the territory. He confesses everything. 27 crimes with dates, maps, and receipts. And he did nothing. He faints. It was me. Me. It is the only confession in history motivated by resume envy. The sheriff takes notes, crying with laughter. An official pardon, signed by the governor. You're clean, innocent, free. You frame the paper. It's the last good thing that paper will ever do for you. Because remember the golden rule? The story is worth more than the facts. And your official story now is, it wasn't him. The signs come down, the broom leaves the display case. The dime novels print their final edition. The necktie fraud. The legend paid your bills, and the truth just fired you. Let's recap your career. 1 apple, 1 affectionate horse, 1 bank line, 2 strategic faintings, and 1, well, okay. You went from 0 to $10,000 without committing a crime, and from 10,000 to 0 by being innocent. The West has a sense of humor. It's just never on your side. You leave town the way you arrived. 1 suitcase, $3. The exchange rate on fame is terrible, and a plan for a new life. The difference is that this time, behind you, walks a love-struck horse that technically isn't yours. Again, see you at the next level.